Random Facts Week for your knowledge. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't technically berries by botanical definition. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee. Walter Morrison's ashes were molded into a Frisbee after his death. Wombat poop is cube-shaped, helping it stay in place and mark territory effectively. Cows have best friends and can become stressed when separated from them. The shortest war in history lasted only 38 to 45 minutes between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to the expansion of the iron in the heat. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. A jiffy is an actual unit of time, defined as the time it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter in a vacuum, approximately 33.3564 picoseconds. The world's largest desert is Antarctica, as deserts are defined by low precipitation, not just sand. Group of owls is called a parliament. Wearing headphones for just an hour increases the bacteria in your ear by 700 times. The world's largest known organism is a fungus in Oregon's Malheur National Forest, covering over 2,385 acres. The plastic tip at the end of a shoelace is called an aglet. The longest English word without a vowel is rhythms. In 1907, an ad campaign for Kellogg's Corn Flakes offered a free box of cereal to any woman who would wink at her grocer. A butt was a medieval unit of measurement for wine, equivalent to 475 liters. The world's oldest known recipe is for beer and dates back to around 3900 BC in ancient Sumeria. The dot over the letters I and J is called a tittle. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a plant distress call, signaling a form of trauma to nearby plants. The inventor of the Frisbee, Walter Morrison, was also involved in creating the Pluto platter, inspired by the UFO craze in the 1950s. It eventually evolved into the Frisbee we know today. The world's largest collection of rubber ducks is over 10,000 and is currently housed in a museum in Seattle, Washington. A group of ferrets is known as a business. A quidnunc is a person who is eager to know the latest news and gossip. The world's largest known snowflake measured 15 inches in diameter and 8 inches thick, falling in Montana in 1887. A pangram is a sentence that contains every letter of the alphabet at least once. An example is, the quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog. The world's oldest known joke dates back to 1900 BC in Sumeria and is a proverb from the Sumerians, stating, "Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap." The original name for the search engine Google was back rub. A group of flamingos can perform a synchronized dance to attract a mate. The Great Wall of China is not visible from the moon with the naked eye, contrary to popular belief. The 57 on Heinz ketchup bottles represents the number of varieties of pickles the company once had. A dactylion is the anatomical name for the space between the index finger and the thumb. The first recorded game of baseball in the United States took place in 1846 in Hoboken, New Jersey. The world's largest ball of twine was created by Francis A. Johnson in Darwin, Minnesota, and weighs approximately 17,400 pounds. ZIP in zip code stands for Zone Improvement Plan. The word nerd was first coined by Dr. Seuss in If I Ran the Zoo in 1950. The first item sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer. The D in D-Day stands for day, making it redundant to say D-Day Day. The average person spends 6 months of their lifetime waiting for red lights to turn green. A cow-bison hybrid is called a beefalo. The original Monopoly game was created to demonstrate the evils of capitalism. The Guinness World Record for the longest hiccuping spree is held by Charles Osborne, who hiccuped continuously for 68 years. The world's largest jigsaw puzzle had 551,232 pieces and measured 27 feet by 6 feet when completed. Astronauts' height can change in space due to the lack of gravity, and they may temporarily grow up to 2 inches taller. The word bookkeeper, and its variants, is the only unhyphenated English word with 3 consecutive double letters. The fingerprints of koalas are virtually indistinguishable from those of humans. Switzerland, it is illegal to own just 1 guinea pig because they're prone to loneliness. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. The first oranges weren't orange, they were green. The majority of the world's fresh garlic, nearly 80%, comes from China. The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and it freezes over every winter. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. All the swans in England are property of the Queen. A group of cats is called a clowder. Snails can sleep for up to 3 years. The first computer mouse was made out of wood. The longest time between 2 twins being born is 87 days. 2006, an Australian tried to sell New Zealand on eBay. The price rose to $3,000 before eBay shut it down. The Twitter bird's official name is Larry. The total weight of all the ants on Earth is about the same as the weight of all the humans on Earth. The heart of a blue whale is so large that a human can swim through its arteries. There is a species of spider called the hobo spider. A group of frogs is called an army. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts only 57 seconds. The M in M&M stands for Mars and Murray, the surnames of the candy's founders. In 1386, a pig in France was executed by public hanging for the murder of a child. Cats have fewer toes on their back paws. Typically, they have 5 toes on their front paws and 4 on the back ones. In 2017, scientists recorded the lowest natural temperature ever on Earth's surface, minus 144 degrees Fahrenheit and minus 98 degrees Celsius in Antarctica. The Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. The Latin name was Canariae Insulae, meaning islands of the dogs. A group of porcupines is called a prickle. A single piece of confetti is called a confetto. An octopus has 9 brains, 1 central brain, and 8 smaller ones in each of its arms. The word gymnasium comes from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked. Ancient Greeks used to exercise naked. In South Korea, there is a special type of kimchi made for astronauts that is bacteria-free and won't cause gas in space. The inventor of the modern fire hydrant is unknown because its patent was destroyed in a fire. The longest time a person has been in a coma and recovered is 37 years. There's a basketball court on the top floor of the U.S. Supreme Court building. It's known as the highest court in the land. The official state gem of Washington is petrified wood. Penguins can jump as high as 6 feet in the air. A bolt of lightning is 6 times hotter than the sun. The national anthem of Spain has no word. Like and subscribe for more random facts. What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Have a nice week.